Hey everybody, this is gonna be a pretty touchy topic right here, and you know what? We're just gonna get into it. What's up, everybody? G5 Productions in the place to be. Superman First Class in the mix, and today we're gonna talk about this fire question that I found on Facebook, and that is: should venue owners charge customers a fee if they don't use the venue's in-house DJ? Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Gerald, owner of G5 Productions, DJ Sound and Lighting. If you would like to know more about us, then hit me up at www.g5productions.com. I just want to get into this question because it seemed to create a bit of a fire in the DJ community on Facebook, and in particular one of the groups that I follow of a few. This question came up and it was really more like an inquiry. It wasn't more like a gripe, but I could see where it may have raised some concern. So let's get into it. I'm going to try to give you guys my perspective and maybe give you some thoughts, maybe from a just general business perspective of the venue, and then maybe some suggestion for how you should handle it or what you need to really be concerned with when it comes to stuff like that. So here we go. Number one, I think that with every business, I think that they have the right to run it how they want to run it. And my other side of that thought is you are responsible for you, not the venue or what they want to do and stuff like that. But to really get into that question, should venues do that? Well, I think that that has ups and downs, right? Because let's look at it from a catering standpoint, right? When catering goes wrong at venues, it doesn't matter if the venue is not catering the party or wedding or whatever. People have an association with food, and it's the venue's fault because the venue may have a kitchen. So the guests may not be aware that the bride or the person having an event hired their own catering company X or a family member to cater. If things go wrong, everybody's like, man, this venue sucks. They got bad catering here, right? And they don't even know any better. So it's just kind of one of those association things. So what I've learned over the years is that there are many venues who have latched on to what's called a preferred vendor list idea. And it kind of makes sense for them because when they recommend people out, and they have a team of great vendors, then it just kind of helps spread the word back to that venue. And likewise for wedding planners and stuff like that. And those are the two most, I think, recommending wedding pros. Like photography and video, they try to recommend people too, but they're more like capturing moments to me and then keeping it moving. Whereas wedding planners and venue owners, I think they're really big on building a good team of professionals that they can go to help make life easy for the customers to book at their venue, and to have a team of people who flow with the venue and know the rules and can respect the house and stuff like that, you know. So I think that's kind of where it comes from. Now, this thing about use our in-house DJ or we're going to charge you a fee, that definitely happens, like I said, what relates to food. So for the venues who do have catering or paid chef on staff or whatever, they will upcharge you if you don't use their catering, right? Because they pay these people to have a certain selection of foods available. And so that's kind of the price you pay if you really just want that venue, but not necessarily their menu. You have to pay a fee. So it's up to you as a customer, right? And it's also up to venues if they want to do that. Now, the plus side to doing that is for the venue to ensure that they have a good set of reliable caterers that they can refer the customer out to, and that's going to be good for the venue overall, right? And then the other side of that is the venue also risks losing business because if a customer show up and say, well, I understand you have an in-house DJ, for example. Well, I also have an in-house DJ, my cousin, my friend, or I just hired a DJ that is just a bomb.com and I want that DJ, right? So then you come into this decision-making process of, If you're the venue owner, do you want to lose business because of that? Or if you are the customer, do you want your DJ more than you want the venue? So it's a lot of decision-making process that has to happen there. In the meantime, the DJ is just like, well, are you gonna hire me or not? So that's just my thoughts there. Now, from the DJ perspective, I will say this, I don't think that happens as often from what I've seen. I've only experienced that one time as planning my wedding, where I did run into one venue in the Austin area that was kind of like, well, we have our own DJ. And I told the venue owner, well, we have our own DJ and we want to use our DJ. It's a personal friend and a very good DJ. So it turned into that, it's one of those, well, if you don't use our DJ, then, we have to upcharge you like $150, whatever. And I was like, okay, and, we got another venue, but that was my thoughts and my choice. We wanted to use your venue, but you was forcing your DJ on us. So that's the chance that the venue took. And in that instance, they lost out. But I think for you as a DJ though, you have to look at your business and just look at it from a standpoint of, hey, just take responsibility for you, because you're really not in control of any other wedding professional, any other business, any other DJ. And I think that's one of those things that I don't see it happening as often. I really don't hear about that too much. Maybe more so with food than DJs for sure, but I really don't run into that a lot here in Texas. So I don't know if it's a thing in other places. But let's say for the sake of argument, right? Like I am a professional DJ and someday I built a venue, then it's something I would look into. Would I force, hey, use my DJ or else I'm going to charge you a fee? Or it's let the customer choose the DJ they want, right? Now, maybe as an incentive to booking our venue and our DJ service, then that's when you get into package deals as a venue. So if that approach is out there, then it's more enticing to a customer, and don't put them in this kind of ultimatum type mindset, like choose our DJs or we're going to upcharge you, right? So, but for you as the DJ, I think Mobile Beat 23, a speaker there said it best. It was take responsibility for you, okay? Because you can look at a lot of things about, you're not getting your way as a DJ. Oh, the venue won't hire me because they got their in-house DJ. Hey man, it is what it is. Or the other DJs are undercutting my prices so I don't get all the events. It is what it is, right? In fact, you're probably less expensive than other DJs out there, so they could have the same argument about you. So my thoughts are this: as a professional DJ, right, I would say just market your business. Maybe you should get out there and network and try to, get in with some of these venues and on a preferred list of some of the other wedding professionals or event promoters and stuff like that, and maybe you can increase your chances of booking more events. But as far as like going all in and being upset about that, I think it's really not worth it. If a venue wants to do that, then again, that's their right. And I know venues of all facets, all types, all kind of different packages, incentives, and the way they operate. There's venues that only open, that I know a venue that is so exclusive here in Texas that they really only open in spring. They'll close for summer because it's too hot, and they're like, we're not even operating during these 2 months. And then there's a time in fall, and they don't operate in winter. So you got about a few exclusive months that they only open. They're very expensive, but people come from around the world to this venue. So, if you got it like that, then maybe you can command those where here the rules, take it or leave it. And they can do that, right? But not every venue can. So those are my thoughts, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because I'm very curious to know, what are your thoughts? So if you're that DJ that runs into that, I would say, just continue to market your brand, put your best foot forward, and let the customers know who you are and add value to their event. And if they really want you, they will choose you over the venue. I've had customers, and this is recent, right? A customer reached out to me. We have already performed for them before recently, last month in December or so. And the customer says, listen, I'm gonna have a birthday party and I'm considering this day or this day. For me personally, I knew that I wasn't DJing for nobody that particular Saturday, and I let her know, like, well, it'll be the DJ I sent to you before or one of our other amazing DJs, because I'm already going to be engaged in something else that day. However, if it's the other day, then maybe I can do it for you. So either way, we got several DJs. So the lady just reached back and said, well, listen, we would love to have you there, so we're gonna move it to this date that you are available. And so that's one of those, it wasn't a venue thing for sure, but the mindset and the thought here is, you know, I've created some kind of value, or our brand have created some kind of value to her, that she was willing to move her event around my availability personally, right? So that's what it was. Not that our other DJ didn't do an amazing job. In fact, the DJ killed the game over there. But what I am saying is, you know, that's what you have to do. You have to make sure you put yourself out there and add so much value that, you know, customers will kind of lean your way, versus other DJs, versus sometimes either dates or maybe even a venue. But, you know, that's usually a lot you have to go up against, right? But either way, I would just say do your best as a professional, represent yourself well, and I think the customers will choose for themselves. But don't be upset if venues have that. Just look at it like this: it is what it is, right? And plenty of businesses do that. I mean, maybe you work a 9-to-5 that you'll maybe never sit on the board, but you know, that son, as soon as they turn 20, you know, it's like boom, automatic board member. I don't know, but that, you know, I'm just saying, maybe, you know, it is what it is. So that's it, party people. I'm Gerald. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course turn on the notifications so you don't miss any cool videos here at G Fire. That's it. I'm out. Peace.